Hi, my name is Muhammad Uzair, and in this video, we will talk about Apple Company. When we apply our business to another nation, things will significantly different in the world of international business. Some business may do it well, while others may not. As we all know, Apple has established themselves as a very known brand. Apple has always been enjoying popularity with investors and customers alike. Customers have been gushing over Apple's cool touch gadget, which combine art and technology, and this has fueled WM and buzz each time the business introduces a new product. However, problem with the company is inevitable. In this video, we wanted to point some of the critical issue Apple is facing right now.
My name is Muhammad Shamri bin Ramli. I will present about the first critical issue on Apple Incorporation. Issue concerning the exploitation of employees in Apple Incorporation supply chain have been cited as an ethical problem for the company. Manufacturing environment, pay, and compliance with labor regulation have all been cited as issue about the production of Apple products. Many have protested Apple for a long time because of problem with employees' welfare at its supplier facilities. The multi-billion-dollar IT company has, however, been critiqued for its shortcomings in other respects as well. A report published in The Guardian in December 2019 mentioned Apple as one of the defendants in a case that had been filed in the District of Columbia by human rights organization International Rights Advocates on behalf of 14 parents and children hailing from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Google, Dell, Microsoft, and also Tesla were among the other companies named as defendants in this litigation. Several families have filed lawsuits against Apple, alleging that their children were killed or seriously injured while working at cobalt mines in the company's supply chain. Similarly, Apple only managed a 46% on the 2019 RDR Corporate Accountability Index for Digital Rights Management. In the study, companies were given grades based on their commitment and practices based on international human rights norms. Due to its lack of governance and monitoring over human rights issues and also failure to provide a clear information of policy impacting user freedom of speech, the report stated on Apple's performance. For the recommendation, Apple may choose to put the following recommendation into action in order to resolve this issue, which by invest in technology and automation to reduce the need for human labor in its manufacturing process, which may help improve the working conditions for factory workers. This recommendation can be related with relevant topic in the syllabus on Chapter 5, which is Global Marketing Information System and Market Research. It is whereby information technology, management information system, and big data can lead to fewer errors and higher productivity, which may help to improve the overall efficiency of the manufacturing process. In addition, technology and automation can also lead to fewer accident and injury on the factory floor, which can improve working condition for factory workers. Moreover, by reducing the need for human labor, technology and also automation can help to improve workers' job satisfaction and productivity, since they may be freed from repetitive or dangerous tasks. By investing in technology and automation, Apple may be able to reduce the number of workers needed in its supply chains and help to improve a working condition for those that are employed.
Hi, a very good day to sir. My name is Elvis Sampaladon. I'll be presenting about the next critical issue. In the case of Apple Incorporation, the leadership issue is the second issue of the critical issue that the company is facing. The company is undergoing a leadership transition that makes its future uncertain. It would be hard for Apple to succeed without Steve Jobs because he was a brilliant man with a clear vision. A man who hooked on innovation, trade, and craftsmanship, which he could flawlessly blend into blockbuster products. And he had the charisma to spread the news to Apple supporters, producing effective and advantageous word of mouth and soaring growth. The following components are integrated into Apple's current leadership style: democratic style management. Apple co-founder and former CEO Steve Jobs had a highly autocratic style of leadership. His artistic awareness and meticulous eye for details were undoubtedly key factor in Apple's success. Whereas the current CEO, Tim Cook, practices and encourages democratic leadership. For example, despite rapidly growing to 15 million subscribers since its June 2015 launch, Apple Music is seen as a low-margin drifter. Apple Incorporation is currently under serious threat from the law. Coke purposely set a bar for budgetary success that could impossible comprehend in the future because it was considered to be popular. Because leadership emphasized the crucial role of employee attitudes and belief in accomplishing change, leadership may be beneficial in global markets. Effective organizational change is a byproduct of building relationship with subordinates in leadership. So, the recombination that Apple Incorporation can follow in an extreme kind of transactional leadership is autocratic leadership. Apple involves leaders have complete control over their workers or subordinates. Despite being in the company's best interest, staff members and employees or the company do not have the authority to offer advice. Less management must be kept informed of each decision when autocratic leadership is established inside an organization. Additionally, there is less input from all levels of management that needs to be handled. This quickens the pace at which decisions are made. Contrarily, there aren't many production lags in the theory that autocratic leaders can effectively move information around an organization. When their leadership receives timely options and touches, workers are less inclined to interrupt their tasks or request later dates. This has a positive effect on workplace, resulting in more comprehensive work and reliable output. In order to enable performance in globalized market through organizational change, implementation and building a shared vision for future expansion into global markets, leadership should be adopted at the top level of the firms. Because of this, success in the current global business climate can be more effective when leadership is used to alter individual attitudes and presumption while also fostering group interest for culture adaptation. That is all from me. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alif Nur Hakim bin Shafridwan and I will be presenting the fourth issue that is the quality of product. It is no secret that Apple have been releasing a lot of defective product as a lot of. The company has stated that its products are the greatest quality, although some of its more recent products have suffered from the following issue. Apple has had a number of problems recently, including the bend gate of its iPhone and iPads where the product are so thin that they bend at the slightest pressure. The butterfly keyboard that has rendered some of its MacBooks unusable until they are fixed. The iOS software updates that have turned some iPhone into block bricks that cannot even be turned on, and the failure is not the air power that was supposed to be able to charge iPhone wirelessly. The latest Apple product, that is the iPhone 14, has encountered many issues from owners complaining the display problem at a list that includes iMessage and FaceTime activation. FaceTime activation issues, CarPlay data migration, and cloud bugs, shaking camera lens, random restart, lock screen, and dynamic island glitches, and excessive battery drain have suddenly started reporting horizontal lines appearing across the phone screen. The issue highlighted above all related to Apple quality and assurance testing, which is now the company's biggest challenge. That Apple inability to provide 100% defect-free goods and continued denial of defect indicates to a culture of deniability rather than one that take action to remedy problems, which might be the result of lack of proper quality assurance testing due to product has of difficulties managing its China factory. This is damaging the public faith in the company and is likely a factor in the rise in popularity of the brands like Microsoft, Samsung, Huawei, and others. For Apple Inc., the recommendation that is suitable for the issue is by controlling the product quality and price of Apple product from its MacBook, iPhone, iWatch, tablet, and other product of Apple Incorporation. For Apple Inc., the positioning is important because of the company's branding itself is known by all. The product quality of Apple must be suitable with its price because some people want to buy Apple product that is worth their money. Time by time, the product quality is not durable from its previous model. Locating a brand consumer mind over and against competitors in terms of attributes and benefit that the brand does not offer. Quality and price must be tallied with the product in order to achieve better results and outcome.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Desmirul Amin bin Jasni and I will be presenting the fourth issue. Despite its success, Apple confronts the same obstacles as any other significant corporation. One of the most serious issues confronting Apple is technological change. The company must stay up with the significant developments in technology that are occurring. According to the iPhone 4S specifications, Apple's revolutionary breakthrough engine appears to be running out of steam. In terms of physical attributes and technological capability, the new device represents a marginal rather than a considerable increase over its predecessor. As a result, while Apple's fundamental operating system for iOS is far superior to Android in terms of running speed, stability, and dependability, ensuring that iOS maintains a leadership position when a new device are released just once a year is a huge issue for Apple. To overcome this issue, Apple Incorporated are able to apply the necessary innovativeness in bringing new items to market by having a true understanding of what customers require and the techniques used by competitors. Apple possesses the three genes of traditional corporation, an IT company, and an internet company, but the creative gene is the most prevalent. Apple's unique DNA is to create beautiful things that improve the world and provide satisfaction for their customers.
Moving on to the next issue faced by Apple, which is the production issue. In 2022, Apple shows a significant loss in stock price, around 27%. Even though Apple is one of the largest companies in the world, they are still affected from the severe losses in production, which attracts the investors' attention. In economic terms, the situation is not in favor for the Apple, as the Federal Reserve raises interest rate, strong inflation that reduces customer spending power. Still, Apple's production is one of the major factors faced by the company. Apple also faced a serious issue where one of their biggest manufacturers located in China failed to produce iPhone as much as they can due to the Chinese policy not to revoke the movement control order. To overcome the issue, Apple has come up with the idea of building supply chain outside China. As mentioned previously, Apple has one of its biggest manufacturers in China, but failed to reach the production goals due to China's policy where they are not to revoke the movement control order. So Apple has chosen Asia as the next location to build new supply chain. India and Vietnam are the chosen countries by the Apple to supply their product to the people, with the total of 39 suppliers so far. Both countries have been supplying Apple products such as AirPods, laptops, and Apple Watch to the customers. Hence, Apple may be focusing on building new suppliers as big as China's in the Asia to ensure the production runs smoothly.